Just a simple free training session with CDVI will give you everything that you need to be able to install.
Product which I find installers a bit hesitant to fit are these automatic door openers. However, CDVI have a unit which is called the DIGIWAY, and it's not actually that difficult to install. Kabir is just going to run me through some of the key features and how simple it is to install. So Kabir, do I need a degree to fit this?
No, just a simple free training session with CDVI will give you everything that you need to be able to install this.
How long does that training session last around about?
Half a day. But if you need more, we can give you more.
What are some of the key things I need to know as an installer to fit this? Like distances from the frame to the door, is it how to mount it? I've spoke to one of your colleagues and say it's the hardest part to make sure this is mounted to the wall sufficiently.
Yeah, so the most important thing about the DIGIWAY unit itself is the door. The size of the door, how much of a reveal there is, what is the wall made out of, because the last thing you want is it falling off of the wall.
Yeah.
So ensuring that everything's set up. Then the feedback that I get from installers isn't how to wire it and how to program it. It's where do you put it in relation to the door.
Okay.
And that's different on every door.
For example, on this, I can see that it's closer to the hinge side of the door than it is to the handle side, or where the handle would be. Now, does that depend on whether it's an opening outward or opening inward?
Yeah, so typically we want to get the door supported by the arm. So you can get up to a really heavy door, but that's going to affect where you're mounting it.
Right, okay.
Imagine you're pushing a door
Yeah.
from near the hip and how hard that's going to be.
I understand. So the tension basically will be less from here than it would be here. Safety. So we don't want the doors opening up onto people. I can see there's like I'm guessing this is sensor bar that comes with the unit.
It can come with the unit.
Okay, so it's like an optional extra.
We try and make things easy for the people purchasing the units.
Okay.
So we sell kits. So this is a fire rated unit.
Right.
And with the kits, we supply everything that you need for it to be compliant for safety standards. So we have the sensor bar, we have 2 arms in that kit, so one for pushing a door open and one for pulling a door open. It comes with the stickers.
Okay.
And it comes with finger guard inside.
So that's on the other side to stop any, like in nurseries or even hospitals, people putting fingers in. If I was stood here now, you open the door, will the door open with the sensor? So for example, I want to test how good the sensor is. So can you try and open the door now?
I definitely can. So using a transmitter, I've pressed the button to activate the door.
And it's not going to open. And I can see is that because it's flashing red, so it can sense that I'm here. If I was to step out of shot here and you open the door, door's open. And how long does it stay open for, or does that depend on how you program it?
100% dependent on how you program it.
Right, okay. And integration with your push to exit, you can either have it on a wireless, you can have push to exit, you can have a whole host of things, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so you just wire it into let's say with your access control into your lock output essentially, and then that will trigger the door to open.
Final question I've got is what's the warranty on this unit?
So because these have motors inside,
so it's always moving parts, 2 years. And you said there's just a simple training course that installers can come on to understand how to fit it. After that, they're certified to fit.
Certified to fit, and if you wanted more support at the beginning of that journey going into door automation, then we can also offer site surveys, we can look at the door and give some recommendations, and we'll support through that journey because we understand it's a new part of an installer's business.
Perfect. That is the DIGIWAY made by CDVI.